soy de ti y seré toda la vida mientras viva. Por amor soy de ti, por amor, 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 por amor.
Welcome to Latino Rudio. How's everybody doing? It's been a minute. My name is Javier Luis.
Johnny Boricua Prince Dones, fresh from Florida with a tan. Mira, mira, weepity.
How's everybody doing? It's been a while.
Yes,
It's been a while, right? Like
bro, 3 weeks.
Three
No,
weeks.
3.
3 weeks.
Because the
right?
last one we did was the remote.
Right,
I did it at the airport.
right. Yeah, you did.
And then I tried to do one last week, but too many storms, bro. I didn't want to get zapped.
I'm trying to find us live. Here we go. El Latino Live.
We're live right
Anyway, Rosa, welcome Rosa to El Latino Ruido.
Welcome.
It's been a minute.
there. Welcome to the show, Rosa.
Thank you for chiming in. How was your time in Florida?
It was great. I had a good time with the kids. We went out. We went to SeaWorld.
Yeah.
Got caught in a massive storm coming out.
Wow.
Then we went to Aquatica Park.
Okay.
Bro, I got on this roller coaster.
You
got called-
I love rides.
I love roller coasters.
Man.
It's called the Mako, bro.
Okay.
2 words.
What?
Holy
Why?
bro.
Why?
First of all, you're almost at a 90-degree angle going up. So you know nothing's good going to come out of this.
Right.
And you figure, when you come up, you crest, it'll hold you, and then go. No. That shit went down like another 90-degree angle. And then you're off your seat. I'm holding on to this. I'm thinking, I'm going, yeah. No, I'm holding on to the seat, bro. You're off the seat like this. And then the G's, the force coming down and the twists and the turns, bro. It was great.
That's funny.
I loved it.
I love roller coasters. One of my favorites is still the Coney Island. What is it called? The Thunder?
The Cyclone.
The Cyclone, yeah.
I don't.
It's kind of riggedy.
What? I feel like I'm gonna fly off the thing
Yeah,
every time on the
yeah.
curve. I don't see Cyclone. People go on it because it's iconic.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I feel
You
like
know
I'm on a
what?
subway
You're right.
train.
It's so old that
It's
the
rickety.
twists and turns gives you whiplash.
Yeah, I don't want that.
If you're not ready for that.
I don't want
The
that.
new ones are
The
smoother.
steel coasters, they're a lot smoother
They're smooth.
and they're faster.
But like you said,
Yo,
they're
that
very steep.
that ride was off the hook, bro. I had to
Yeah.
secure my phone. Took off my hat, bro.
I love roller coasters. One of my favorites was in Florida, I believe. Rolling Thunder? Is it the
No.
Rolling Thunder?
Rolling
There
Thunder,
was-
isn't that Great Adventure?
No.
I never heard
It's
of Rolling
probably-
Thunder.
Probably
Could
it
be
was-
Busch Gardens in Tampa.
no. Well, could be.
Yeah.
But it was a roller coaster ride that was in the dark.
That's
I
no
mean, it was
fun.
huge. It was in the dark.
That's no
So
fun.
you were being whipped around
That's no fun.
in the dark.
I want to see shit, bro. I want to see.
You wanna see
loop
what?
the
You can't
loop.
see
I wanna go
anything.
like this. I'm gonna fly all over the place,
Hey, at
man.
least the bird doesn't hit you in the neck, right? Like
Well,
it
if
did
he hits
with
me in
that
the
guy
neck,
on
he's gonna leave a
Facebook.
mark, bro. You're going fast, bro. I don't want a
Alright,
bird strike.
alright.
But yeah, I had a good time. A lot of storms.
Carmen, welcome. Welcome. Guys, Rosa, Carmen, I want you guys to chime in. Today we are going to talk about dating 101.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about dating in today's world, which is the cyber world,
Right.
and dating before there was internet and the differences.
Well, you could do a lot of fake stuff on the internet.
Catfishing, yes.
Absolutely. You could do a lot of that crap and stuff unless you put up a video and well, from what I understand, I was reading a news story the other day on Google.
Yeah.
Now they have you verify who you are on some of these dating sites. You have to do a verification. You have to send like a video of you saying something that they
Yeah.
want you to say and stuff like that,
Right.
and then they verify you with the email and stuff like that, and then they have, of course, they know
You
your
know-
ISP address.
What's up, guys? Comfort. Thank you for joining us, Comfort.
And I don't know. I guess you know what it does? It takes the shyness out of some people.
Right.
But then again, that's where the scams come because you
Right.
hear about that in the news all the time.
Right.
You know, and people get scammed out of big
Yeah.
money, especially and the Nigerian network.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they've been scamming for years.
Yeah. I mean, I've dated before cyber world came along, and I've dated in cyber world. Two different and very uncomfortable situations because it's uncomfortable before cyber dating because you actually had to meet the person face to face
Right. Okay.
and you had to figure each other out. You know, and then you put in all this effort, and if it doesn't work out, you put in all that energy for nothing.
No, see,
It's-
I don't look at it for nothing
right.
because whatever you put into that energy
Right.
and it didn't work out,
Yeah.
that's a lesson learned
That's
of
a-
what
right.
not to do for the next one.
That's a good way of.
That's the way I
viewing
look at it.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
Right.
You know, it's just like that saying is, instead of telling someone I'm sorry I'm late,
Right.
you tell them thank you for waiting.
Right.
You turn it on them, so
Right.
they say, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like-
I was good with waiting on you.
Glass half empty, glass half
Ba-
full.
basically,
type of thing.
basically, it's all
Yeah.
psychological.
Yeah.
But in my thinking, you can tell I guess you can tell anybody anything
Right.
in cyber world or whatever and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That's
But it's
the
going to come
problem.
to the nitty gritty that you're going to have to meet someday.
Yeah.
And depending on this girl, bro, I'm sure she'll
Yeah.
blow your ass out the
Yeah.
water.
So here's the thing: because of the internet and because of all these dating apps, people have gotten really, what's the word? Grimy.
Oh, absolutely.
They become
Ooh,
very
yeah.
secretive. They become they're pretending to be somebody that they're not. And even if you meet them face to face, and that's the person you see on the pic,
Right.
they're hiding.
Mm,
It's something
I've-
about the internet world that people are just hiding. They're not being real.
I've heard so many horror stories.
yeah.
Well, not heard, seen on TV and read about it and stuff like that. Carmen goes, I'd rather meet for real instead of cyber.
Right.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Okay. See, but you can do that in the beginning and talk and stuff like that, but then you set up a date quickly.
Right.
Or a video call or
Yeah.
or a phone call, whatever and stuff like that. Don't, pen pals and stuff
Right,
forever and
right,
stuff
right.
like that. What's up, Manny?
Hey, brother, what's up?
And I prefer old school,
I prefer old school.
but you have some people where they're so shy
Mm-hmm.
in real life that this is probably their best vehicle for it.
Yeah.
If they're sincere.
That's a good point.
You have to be a sincere
a good
person, of
point,
course,
yeah.
because you're not gonna. Don't be like you're in your mother's basement and stuff, and she only comes out. You only come out once in a while to get some
Yeah,
food,
yeah,
take a bath once a
yeah.
week,
Yeah.
and stuck there, and you can put up anybody's picture.
Right. Now, the other thing with cyber dating is that you get to filter out all the BS from a person. You know, you get to have conversation with them, and for me, cyber dating, you shouldn't have conversation more than 2, 3, 4 times before dating. It shouldn't last that long. You should
Right,
get to know each other a couple of times, then set a date.
right.
Again, this is the opportunity to filter out all the BS.
But then also some people might feel the two people that are probably talking. Maybe they do feel, let's talk this way for a little while. Maybe a phone call and stuff. You'll text back and forth, and you get a feeling for this person, and then you say, you know what? Let's meet.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Coffee, or meet
right.
at the park or walking down the street and say hello, and
right.
you know what you do? You just like to get rid of any awkwardness. Instead of saying let's meet for dinner or a show or whatever,
Yeah.
meet for coffee, because in the first 5 minutes you're gonna know if this person is cool to hang out with or not.
Right.
You know, you have your coffee, whatever. Say, oh, listen, it was nice meeting you. You take care. We'll be in touch or whatever. And then
Yeah.
if the next day or 2 days, you're not in touch with,
Right.
that's it. But don't get butthurt about it.
Right. Now the thing is, I want to say that it's just cyber, but I think it's both before cyber dating and cyber dating is that when you do go on these dates, always let somebody know where you're going.
Oh, absolutely.
And always meet in public. Don't meet in a private
No,
area in the
no, no, no,
park
no, no, no.
or somewhere upstate. No.
No, you don't want to do that.
Too many murders have happened.
Yes, we've seen that too many
many
times in the news.
disappearances. No. So let's continue talking about dating. Johnny, what do you like and don't like about the overall aspect of dating?
It's just too much.
It's a lot, right?
It's a lot.
It's a lot
you
of
know?
energy.
You know what it is? People put too much emphasis on it. Let's meet, talk, see if you guys get along or not, or whatever and stuff, and then you're moving on from there.
Right.
When you put too many instructions on it, life doesn't have instructions.
Right.
Being a parent doesn't have instructions.
Right.
Getting married doesn't have instructions.
Right.
Everybody's a different.
Right.
You know, Hector Lavoe said it best. Cada cabeza es un mundo.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you just go with the flow.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Don't be somebody that you're not and stuff like that, because you know what? Somebody's going to sniff that right from the beginning.
Yeah.
They're going to sniff it out from the beginning. You know,
What do you expect out of a date?
a first date,
Yeah.
good conversation, probably. Some coffee or whatever. And if you meet this person for coffee or whatever, say, listen, would you like to get a bite to eat?
Yeah.
And if she goes, well, then you know that's not it. That's not it. Don't
Right.
push it.
Right.
Don't say, come on, it's gonna be a quick meal, whatever. No, don't do it, because she's already not feeling
Right.
you.
Right.
It's not gonna be your fault or anything. She's
Right.
just she's not getting that vibe.
Right.
She's not feeling the connection. If you don't feel the connection within the first couple of minutes,
Right.
that's it.
Yeah, you could feel energy is all about the
Absolutely.
energy. For me,
McDonald's. Man,
who
just McDonald's.
said that?
Ain't nothing wrong with McDonald's.
Who said Oh, Maddie said
Listen, bro,
McDonald's.
you can buy me with a sack of White Castles and a freaking Metro card.
As Carmen says, old school is the best
Yes.
to me. She also says, always let somebody know
Yes.
where you're going. And she also says, I gave up already. I'm too tired to be dating. I hear you. It's tiring to get to know somebody, you know.
It is.
Um,
It is.
One of the things that attracts me when I first date somebody is intellect. You know, their intellect is very attractive. There's a lot of people out there who are very good looking, but got nothing.
But
up
dumb
here,
as a bag of rocks.
you know, dry humor bores me. I'm a Libra. Bores me. You know, if you have a good sense of humor and you like to joke around, that's another thing that attracts me.
I got a dry sense of humor. I got a wicked sense of humor. I got a good
You know
sense
what?
of humor.
I think your wicked sense of humor overrides your dry sense of humor because I don't pick that up from you. I do not pick up that.
Every
you have
once in a
dry
while.
sense
Once in a while, I look at it and I'll say something, and in my mind, I say, damn, I said that? But you know
Yeah,
what? I
buddy.
mean, it is what it is.
of humor. Yeah.
And you don't have to be an intellectual person to be intellectual, basically.
Life experience.
I like
is
a goofy
intellectual.
person sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
goofiness, but as long as you don't get goofy and dingy
Yeah.
or dumb, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Don't put, you know, if you're dumb, then you're dumb. But if you're goofy, I like goofy. Goofy's cool.
Yeah.
You know, but show that you know how to be serious and not be so serious.
Right.
Be goofy and not so goofy.
I like to have a good time. I like to joke around. I like to have fun, talk about movies, blah, 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 blah. But when it's time to talk serious and have serious conversations.
That's when you have to know how to
That's-
separate
right.
separate
I
the
love
two.
doing that.
If
I
you
love
got a
that.
person that always jokes around, that's probably their defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Because I
then the
know
other
people-
person's starving for intellect. That's the
Exactly. So
problem.
then now you know that this is not for you.
Right. Right.
Don't you know what it is? Don't
Sex
be the dead
has
horse.
to be good too. Man, sex always has to be good too.
Manny, how do you know about that shit?
Sex has to be good too.
Oh,
in
yeah.
order for you to move from A to B to C to
Yeah.
M.
Well,
marriage.
sex is a very important. Is very important, but I don't put it up there.
Carmen says intelligence and good sense of humor is very attractive.
Yeah.
I agree indeed. Yes. Yes.
And
Now-
and a good set of fun bags is not bad either. Now,
What's the fun bag?
fun bag.
Fresco.
Of
So,
course.
what's a deal breaker for you
You
on a first date? What's a deal breaker? Manny says, "What did I win?" You heard the bells, right?
want a chance to stay with your wife for the rest of your life.
A deal breaker for you guys out there. What's a deal breaker for you
Conceited.
guys out there on a first or second date? Conceited?
Being conceited
Yeah.
and expecting. I mean, if I'm going to invite you out, I'm going to pay for it, of course.
Right.
But you want to find very attractive if she takes out her card first. I'm not going to take it.
Right.
But if she offers it and you can see the sincerity and hear the sincerity in her voice, that's a turn on.
Yeah.
Look at Maddie, boo. But talking about an ex and just go blah, 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 yapping. You want to take it, yo, like, do something, somebody. Get her out of here.
Right.
You know, and just full of themselves.
Right.
Always talking about them and stuff like that. I want to sit there and I want to know about you.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. What would you
Right.
like to know? Anything you care to tell me.
Right.
You know, but like I said, deal breakers are especially a dirty mouth.
Mm.
If your mouth is dirtier than mine, then we got problems.
That's funny.
If you make me blush and I'm a sailor, then we got a problem.
So I have a coworker, Italian guy, the funniest. He straight. He loves women. He has his own pad. He makes a shitload of money. He's got a beautiful condo. He keeps his apartment immaculate, like a hotel room, clean. He cooks, but it's clean. Even maintenance, when they come by, they said, "Do you even live here?" That's how clean it is.
So he keeps it as clean as a feminine guy.
No, as any guy who likes to have their room clean or their apartment clean. But
As long as there's no roaches,
no,
I'm good.
no roaches, nothing. So he's dated like 2-3 women already, nurses. They make a good amount of money, and 2 of them already moved in with him. And
He got 2 women living in his house?
no.
Oh,
One,
I was
and
going to
then
say,
he
bro,
got rid of
bye
one,
bye.
and-
Right.
And so his issue is that every time he came home, their clothes was on the floor in the corner somewhere. Whenever they got out of bed, they never made up the bed.
If he's a fanatico like that,
He's very
then
fanatic.
then
yeah.
he's got to find himself a woman that's like that.
Yeah, he's very fanatic, and he's even telling me that his mother wants him to marry. He's like, I can't because this is what I've experienced.
Right. Yeah,
You
but
know?
I mean, 2 or 3 women, come on. Women outnumber us by a lot. You just got to know, now you got to hang out on a different park.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten to a point where he stopped inviting women over to his house because
Okay.
his recent date was like, can I come over? Let's cook. And he's like, no, I'll come over and we'll cook in your house. He doesn't want anybody cooking in his kitchen. That's how fanatical he is with his
Well,
hygiene and his
All
cleaning.
he's got to do is say, listen, you can come over, but I do the cooking in my house.
Yeah,
Let me cook for you.
yeah,
Let me pamper you.
right,
And that way, he won't insult her,
yeah,
and,
yeah.
he might get good dessert later.
There's some guys like that in the dating scene that just don't want to deal with messes.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, they're set in their way.
But, you emphasize that in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like if you go on a dating site,
Right.
put the number 1, you got to be as clean as I am.
Right.
And if a woman gets turned off by it, it's not for you. If you get that one chick that chimes in and sends you a note, then,
Right.
we can talk about this.
Let's see who else is joining us. Carmen says selfishness, being conceited. Yep, this is true.
I can't be conceited because I got nothing to be conceited about.
Yeah, no, I like a humble person.
It's
you know?
no,
And
you
know
have to be
what?
humble.
You know, one of the most attractive things is somebody who's very humble, but very good looking. But they don't act on it. They're not conceited. And for me, that's very humble. It's
What
like,
at
you're
Hey,
so
hey,
beautiful,
hey.
but
This is
they
called.
don't flaunt it. That's what I'm
At
trying to
least
say.
I'm
They don't
humble.
flaunt it. They're very humble.
I got
Hey,
one out of the 2.
Hey guys, this is called Latino Rudio. This is not about me right now.
Oh,
Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but you are a papi chulo.
what?
You are a chocolate hunk. Yeah.
So, I mean, and yeah, okay.
I love that.
So there's some other stuff that people can question themselves, like before dating or during dating. Like I found these questions online, and it's called
I liked it. It was kind of interesting.
Yeah, are you a good partner? Love is respect.
And respect is love.
And respect is love. And so you ask yourself, do you make a point to thank your partner every time they do something nice for you? I do.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I thank all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah. There's
You know?
nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing wrong with that. That should be first and foremost.
Right.
Because it shows you're thinking
Right.
about someone other than yourself.
And it's also our upbringing. We were raised in a different era with respect.
Right.
Respect for our elders, respect for our family.
It was either
friends.
taught to us or it was beaten to us.
Right.
Either way, you got it.
Right. So the second question
Hey, look at Rhea. Sorry, Johnny, he's taken. I bet you I can take him from you.
The second question is, do you ignore your partner's call if you don't feel like talking? That's rude.
Don't ignore it.
Address it.
Now? Me, I used to work on the tracks,
Right.
and you don't want to take a call. You got live trains
Right.
running
Right.
back
Right.
and forth, right? What you do, don't answer the call, but I will excuse myself, and I'll go. I get off the tracks. I'll text. Listen, I'm on the tracks. I can't talk right now,
Right.
but I'll call you back. I'm
Make
sorry.
an effort.
Exactly.
Make
you
an
make an
effort.
effort. You make an effort.
Yeah. The other question: do you get jealous when your partner makes a new friend?
No.
Good.
No.
Yeah. I don't.
Because if you make a new friend, especially a male friend, and you know the woman is a woman, and people will say, "Oh, yo, you better be careful. He's good looking and everything. He's gonna only want one thing." I said, "Listen, if she does something it's on her,
Right.
then she never really cared about me.
Right.
So I'll go up to the dude. I'll shake his hand. He goes, "Not as your headache.
Right. So I
You're not
agree
gonna
with
kill me
you.
with that."
There's no reason to be jealous until you give me reason to.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
But always take things with a grain of salt, because if you're gonna be friends with somebody new, you know, I'm cool with that. Pero ojo.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Oh yes. But you know what? If you have a good partner,
Yeah.
this
And-
person will make sure that when you hang out, that your man or your woman is gonna be with you.
Right. And I'm not saying so much ojo from your partner, ojo from that new person.
Oh yeah. See,
You know what I'm saying?
if you're with this person and you got this trust for this person, I have no problem with that.
Right.
Because si tu cae, it's on you.
Right. It's on you.
But I worry about him.
Yeah.
Because now if he comes out and disrespects, I'm not going in there saying I'm fighting for a woman.
Right.
No, you disrespected and you got to get slapped. That's the
Yeah.
rules.
Carmen says, yes, I love making my partner special. Exactly. Yeah. That's sweet. That's very sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you make time to listen to your partner when something is bothering them? Absolutely.
Well, that can be a two-way street. Because you ask them, is there anything wrong? No, I'm all right. Is there anything wrong? No, I said I'm all right. Honey, is something bothering you? I said I'm all right. Within 10 minutes, that's null and void.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that shit later.
Right.
You have your chance to tell me,
Right.
and I don't want to hear that, so you don't trust me enough to tell me.
Right.
So,
And on the opposite, you know, if you're having a bad day and you come home, yeah, but not during wrestling, huh?
exactly. Not doing wrestling. No.
That is funny. The opposite is that if you have a bad day, you come home, you hold it in. That's not good.
No.
That's exactly what you're saying. I'm here. Vent.
But you know something? Now, if you come home and your partner asks you, honey, is there something wrong? I say, yeah, I'm a little stressed out, but honey, can we talk about it later?
That's a nice approach.
I'll make it a point we could talk. Let's talk about it after dinner.
Right.
I don't want to spoil your dinner.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you make it a point to address it because it's gonna fester. Especially if it's bothering you that much and you can see it in their eyes.
Yeah.
It's gonna fester.
Right.
And then one day you're gonna explode on this person for no
Right.
reason.
Right. Yeah. Manny says, I agree with Johnny. I or we get yelled at.
Yes.
Well,
When I get yelled at, I just leave the house.
Oh my gosh. All right. The next question. Do you ever discourage your partner from trying something new, like joining a club or sports recreation league or something? No, right?
Whatever makes you happy.
Right.
As long as you don't neglect me, I'm good.
Yeah.
Hang out with the girls. Go have girls' night out. I got no problem. Just because you go out doesn't mean I have to go out.
Right.
I got no problem staying home. Now, what I expect is give me a call sometime during the night. Let me know you're okay. You want me to go pick you up? Are you too drunk to drive? I'll come pick you up and we'll pick up the car tomorrow. Or like I say, or if somebody's bothering you, so listen, somebody's wishy-washy.
Right.
I'm going to come there. I'm not going to go confront the dude and everything, but the dude's going to know that you're not alone.
Right.
Plain and simple.
All right. Next one is, do you call, text, or drive by your partner's house a lot to check in on them?
No need for.
That's
stalking, exactly. That's illegal.
That's
What's
illegal.
up, compay? Artie is watching. Oh, papá, no te pongas nervioso.
Artie, aponte. ¿Qué pasa,
¿Qué
guys?
pasa?
What's going on, Artie?
Compi.
Next question is, do you ever get upset when your partner wants to hang out with their friends or family without you?
No.
So there's a difference. You're saying you don't want to go, you want to stay home. But if she tells you, I don't want you to join us, it's just me and my friends, me and the girls, or me and my mom, me and my dad.
Got no problem with that. As long as el vecino fulano doesn't join, then you lied to me, and then we got problems.
Right.
Don't bring it onto yourself.
Right. I mean, there's a lot here. I'm not going to go through everything. Let's do one more. You pick one.
Well, first, Carmen, she goes, you have to make time to listen. You have to be good with your partners having other activities. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Then it gets boring. Let me see.
Artie says, aquí chilling.
Aquí chilling, chileando. You eating some pan?
Oh, pan.
We always mess things up. Let me see. Oh, that's a bad one right there. I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna try that. Do you make fun of your
You know
partner's
what?
appearance?
Say
No.
that. Ask that.
Do you make fun of your partner's appearance? No. That's a big no.
Yeah.
Not even if you're drunk.
Yeah.
The big no, bro. You're not getting none for a while.
Yeah, that's hard because I had a cousin, my first cousin in Puerto Rico.
I tell her to get the freak out of the house.
Yeah. Seguro que yes.
Yeah. Did you ever accuse your partner of flirting or cheating, even if you're not sure that's what happened? I mean, bro, why? If you, it's funny. You say, if I gotta ask you, is there anything you want to tell me?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I already know.
Right.
So you might as well come clean.
Come clean, right. When you're mad at your partner, do you throw things or do things like hit walls or drive dangerously?
No.
Nah,
No way.
It's not
I ain't
worth
gonna
it.
break some, especially if I paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hit the wall because chances are you're gonna break your hand.
Right.
Not worth it. Those are
Yeah.
people who just, you know what it is? Those are macho people.
Yeah.
You know?
That's that machismo attitude.
Yeah. I don't.
Well,
no.
this was a fun segment, little dating 101. Again, for me, I'm gonna say it. At this age, it's tiring. Dating is tiring.
Yeah. You get
You
too
know,
old for that shit, man.
Let the kids do it. Let them have fun. It's part of growing pains.
Yeah.
Very
but-
few stay with their high school sweethearts, and that is a blessing.
Yeah.
But there are many who will keep looking and they never find what they're looking for.
Yeah. But I mean, this day and age, the way people are dating now, we had it back then. We just didn't have any evidence of it.
What's
We
that?
had no social media. The way people
No.
treat women sometimes.
No.
Well, we had it, but people bring it out in the forefront, and now with the social media and videos and stuff like that, and people love it,
Yeah.
and then the women fall for it. They say, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
Women like the gritty guys, the bad guys.
That's
Good
the
guys don't
problem.
win.
Yeah, they like the roughnecks and
Yeah,
the
the
thugs
roughnecks and stuff. Yeah, and then what happens when they go in a roughneck with another chick?
Yeah.
And they come home and they beg you, "Oh, don't leave me. It was a mistake. I don't know. It just went in there." And they'll forgive them. Come on, bro.
That is funny. Carmen says not only machos do it, many women throw things at their partners and go crazy. Yeah, it's sad. It's
Mira,
sad
la primera cosa that a woman would throw at me is the last thing she throws at me because I ain't going to beat it no more.
Yeah. Ria says no.
I don't think that
but
happened.
Be the first person to let them know that maybe they want to change.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, Johnny, I don't think that's true, though.
But
You just said if they throw something to you, you leaving.
I'm out.
Don't you have kids?
Yeah.
Then they throw you the little tuntun?
The little what?
The little tuntun. I don't want to say the word, but they threw you the little tuntun. You took it, right?
Oh,
But that was back then.
Oh, okay.
he took the brutality.
I'm wiser now.
Oh, so you smell it and then throw it back.
Not even that. I'm shit. My kids can come with me or they can stay home.
That's funny. That's funny.
Los pendejos. Artie.
So let's tap in on the next subject, which is
Adult issues.
what's an adult problem no one prepared us for?
Adulthood.
Basically,
Damn.
adulthood.
That's why my slogan is, don't grow up. It's a trap.
It is a trap. So we this research and we got a list. I mean, I came up with some things, but this came up with a lot of things.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to mind, adult problem that we are not prepared for, is financial problems as an adult that we face.
That's true. Because you're so many years, you're living at home, you have your little side job or whatever, but the rent's taken care of and everything. And then when you got to go out on your own, it's like a culture shock.
Yeah.
You got to prepare yourself for it. But then again,
Yeah.
it goes to upbringing. And if you paid attention,
Yeah.
listen to what's being told to you.
Well,
And don't take it like so what?
Here's the thing. Us growing up, our parents or even our schools never really taught us, well, let me speak for myself, never really taught us about finance, never taught us about savings, never taught us about, I don't know, any of that stuff. But today, children are being taught to save. Children are being taught about anything that has to do with finance and savings so they can prepare for their retirement.
Yeah.
we weren't taught that.
No, we basically, that's why we're Gen X. Gen X, we had to figure it out for ourselves.
Yeah.
And
We've had to figure out everything.
yeah,
out
we had to figure, and the stuff that you figured out,
Yeah.
you hopefully can pass it along to your children
Right.
and let them make the decisions. In other words, in our generation, we don't want our children making the same mistakes that we did.
Yeah.
Make your own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna make a mistake, if you're gonna constantly make mistakes,
Right.
make new ones.
Right.
Don't make the
But
same ones over and over.
with your children and people who have children, you're preparing them.
Oh yes,
You know, you're preparing them. They're going to make mistakes, but at least you're preparing them better than the way we were prepared.
right. And Manny said it right. He learned when we learned when we were in the Navy
Yeah.
because you had no choice.
Yeah.
You're out of the house for the first time in your life,
Yeah.
and you're gone, Manny, gone months at a time and stuff like that. You're with your shipmates and stuff like that, but you're basically taking care of yourself.
Right.
You know, and you gotta rely on that $753 a month before taxes you were getting.
So Nathan chimes in. Nathan says family problems
Yes.
you face as an adult.
Yes.
So what are family problems?
Well, you know, you have one child doesn't want to listen. You know, you can't beat that ass because you're gonna go to jail. You know, and
are there adults in the family that abuse or are nosy or want things done their way, never contribute, or always want to cause trouble in the family?
well, see, a person like that, you can't be afraid to have to remove that person
Right.
from the household. It's not on you that you're a bad person, a bad parent, a brother, a sister, or whatever. No, you're trying to take care. If you got 4 people living in the house and one of them is the bad one,
Right.
I'm gonna sacrifice the bad one to save the other 3.
Right.
It's just logic.
Right.
It's logic.
And what about if the person's not bad, but they're constantly in the same rotation of not having a job, never having money, always having an excuse, but
Okay.
they want to live with you,
Okay.
and they want.
I want to be able to lick.
Your roof.
I want to be able to lick the floor when I come home from work, and I want to be able to sit down and have my dinner as soon as I come in. In other words, you're gonna take care of this house immaculately, and if you can't do that, then you gotta go.
Right.
I'll take your ass to
Right.
court or whatever, but you're not gonna freeload for. And I'm doing it for you, because as you get older, it's gonna be harder for you to be out in the street. Because then now, one dude that has money or a couple of dollars is gonna grab you, and you're gonna be under his fist.
Yeah.
I'd rather you under my fist than his, because he's gonna bust your ass and scare you into staying, like we were having with the segment we did a few months ago
Yeah.
about the domestic abuse.
Yeah.
You have to take value in yourself
Right.
in order to progress in this world. Don't count on anybody.
Right. Carmen says they should have been a classic school called Growing Up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, but the bad thing is, growing up doesn't come with instructions, like being a parent. Again, now you have a foundation.
Yeah.
If you set that foundation and you try and steer them in the right direction, and you hope they go in the right direction, but you did what you have to do,
Right.
and if this person failed, it's not on you.
When it comes to family issues, is something I think you can't really teach. That's something you learn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you can lead. You can hopefully lead by example,
Right.
which is not necessarily teaching.
Right.
But if they see what you're doing and you're doing good, you're good at it,
Right.
and it's not hurting anyone and stuff like that, then maybe that's a road that you might want to take.
Yeah. And other
Reinaldo, un saludo amigo.
Saludos, Reinaldo. When it comes to family issues, we already read that. Also, other adult issues: anger management, anxiety and fears, peer relationships, phobias, self-esteem, sleep or insomnia. There's so much
Yeah.
that adults go through, and they break it down here: suicidal thoughts, post-traumatic stress disorder, weight management, menopause.
But you know what fixed that back then, right? Una correa o un
Una
chancletazo.
bofeta.
That's right. That cleared it all up. But you know what it is? I mean, I know people are sick, mental issues and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Now, this is just my opinion. It had nothing to do with Javier or the producers of the show and everything. I think a lot of, well, not a lot. I say some of it is done to get attention.
A lot of attention seekers.
Yes,
Yeah.
attention seekers.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They're how you say hypochondriacs.
Okay.
And they'll fake an illness or whatever, and and just to get attention. I said, you don't need that for attention, but just be real.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Don't use anything as an excuse in order not to progress.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I got PTSD. From what?
Yeah.
¿De dónde? You know, where did your PTSD come from?
Yeah.
You know it can come from almost anywhere, but I know you all your life. Where?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So I mean, we weren't prepared. We were thrown into like everybody
Life.
else. We were just thrown into life.
Yeah.
And it's
We had to
just
figure
part
out
of
stuff for
growing up.
ourselves.
I mean, at least we had a childhood.
Yes. Oh, we had a great childhood.
You know.
Oh,
We
man.
had a great childhood.
Proud to say I'm a product of the projects.
Listen, one of the best projects.
Yes. Now it's
Now it's kind of rough.
the edges a little bit.
Who else? Who else?
I don't have anybody else here.
Oh. But yeah, I mean, let's see what it's saying here. And I guess, a lot of it has to do with a lot of the issues that we deal with. They're always telling us seek help so it could better the person.
Yeah, but you
But,
Right.
with therapy or whatever. But unfortunately, part of being an adult, people see this as if you seek help, therapy, you're
Weak.
labeled as crazy.
And you're
or
weak.
Right. Or you're weak. Or you're not an adult. Or you're not capable of being responsible for yourself. And it's the total opposite. Actually, it'll make you a better adult in handling your situations if you do seek help.
yes. Manny good. Yeah, I love that childhood. We had a great childhood.
Yeah.
And see, there is nothing wrong with seeking help.
No.
Don't let anyone solve your problems.
Yeah.
Learn how to solve them.
Right.
It's like the old saying: if I give you fish today, you eat today. But if I teach you how to fish, you eat tomorrow, the day after, day after, day after.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
what it is. We're in a society of excuses.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people make excuses for not doing something. It could be selfishness. It
Right.
could be you're afraid of what the future might hold, or like people moving away.
Right.
Living in New York, and your money's tight, and you're able to pay your bills and stuff, but you're not able to do much of anything else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Somebody gives you a job opportunity somewhere else and stuff like that you don't
Right.
know anybody. That could cause a lot of anxiety.
Yeah.
That a lot of fears.
Yeah.
Fear of the unknown, fear of change, starting new. You
Right.
don't know anybody, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta jump in.
Yeah. And you know what? The adults that set the example were our parents.
Sorry, Carmen. He goes, then I'm freaking nuts. I always seek help.
Nah, you're doing the right thing.
Ain't
Carmen.
nothing wrong with that, Carmen,
Ain't
because I know if you
nothing wrong
didn't
with
seek
that.
help, you would have exploded or jumped off the building already.
No. So our parents
He goes,
were
hold
the
on,
example.
Artie. He goes, if society didn't interfere with how to raise your kids, a lot of today's society problems would have been a little easier to handle. 100% right.
Right. And part of the problem with society is that they implemented that law where you can't handle your child, or else, like you said, go
Yeah.
to jail. You'll get
to
in
jail.
trouble for that.
There's
So
this thing.
parents are not being allowed to be parents.
There's
Adults.
a line between discipline and abuse.
Right.
Dos correazos is not an abuse. 3, 4, and 5, then you might you're getting pleasure in it.
Right.
O una pecosa. Sometimes all you need is a slap,
Right.
and they'll like draw
Right.
something in. They goes, oh shit, I didn't think about this.
Yeah.
But that's the problem with society. And then now kids are smart. Well, they think they're smart. You hit me, I'm gonna call BCW. I said, okay, go ahead, call them. Let's see how good you're gonna do in a foster home.
Right.
I was working. Artie could tell you, we were working. I think it was on either 225th or 219 on the 2 line.
Okay.
We're on the uptown side. This girl comes up, and a couple of guys and girls come after her and started beating the crap out of her. Bro, it was winter. Le quitaron la ropa. You remember this, Artie, right? Le quitaron la ropa. They left her with her bra, panties, and a pair of sneakers. They were from a foster home,
Right.
a group home, and she snitched on something, and they beat her ass, bro. I said, tell your kids, you wanna go through that, or you wanna stay here and deal with mommy and papi?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And bro, I felt bad for her, man. She got her ass beat, but she was a snitch.
Artie says, just ask my second oldest got handled.
Yeah,
Manny says, the law took away our rights as parents.
exactly.
Yeah. Artie says,
So you know what you do? Llévalo a Puerto Rico en la montaña in the summer,
That'll fix him.
and you bust that ass real quick.
So we have a few minutes left.
We got like 15 minutes.
Yeah, we do. Let's Let's talk about the segment that you have with Latinos.
Yeah, but there's not enough of them, so we gotta kill some time.
Oh, Latinos don't kill time.
We're the
they're
best
late.
at killing time.
They're late for time.
But let's keep talking about this and stuff, like career counseling and
Sure.
stuff like that.
Let's continue with this.
The thing is, we have so many services available to us, but a lot of people think that it's a handout and not a hand up.
Right.
We have to distinguish the differences between that.
Right.
Now, if you have a program that is going to help you get better, not just give you money and say, go ahead,
Yeah.
go for that. Career
Right.
counseling,
Right.
we didn't have that when we were kids. We had to figure it out for ourselves. That's why a lot of us got city jobs, construction jobs, physical labor jobs
Yeah.
that took a lot out of us. But we have pensions and stuff
Right.
like that. But then we got the aches and pains to go with it and stuff. There is nothing wrong with working with your hands.
Right.
If you can go to a job fair or career counseling, if you have it, take advantage of what you have in school.
Yeah.
They still have counselors for careers and stuff like that. Take advantage of stuff. He goes, thank God my kids turned out good. Exactly, mine
Yeah.
also.
Yeah.
My kids never went to jail. My kids are respectful. They say, my son especially, he says, thank you for everything.
Yeah.
You
see?
And if I buy him a candy, he goes, thank you, Dad.
Yeah.
And you have to, people have to understand that seeking help is not a sign of weakness.
Right. Right. And to continue with this adult issues that we were not prepared for, life is being thrown at us constantly. So here, one of the issues is life transitions.
Exactly.
I'm gonna read a little something to here. There's a saying that goes something like this: change is inevitable, growth is optional. To this we could add, and some change is really, really hard. Some of the more challenging life transitions that we work with include moving to a new area, divorce, marriage, death of a loved one, which is loss or grief, retirement, birth of a child moving away or leaving to college, getting a new job position or promotion, losing a job,
Yeah.
and dealing with a prolonged illness or disability in yourself or in a loved one.
That to me is the toughest one.
The disability?
Disability and the sickness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because if you help them, now you got to stay helping them. If you don't help them, now you're a bad person. Sometimes you're stuck in the middle,
How
and,
so?
and there's usually always the one person in the family that gets I'm not gonna say stuck, but gives up their life to take care of the
Right.
sick
The caretakers, right?
caretaker. Exactly.
Yep.
Whether it's paid or not paid, and resentment grows with that.
Yeah.
Because now, especially if you did it as a young person, whether it be a male or a female,
Right.
their possible progression in life, whether it be love, financial, work, lo que sea, is on hold because you're taking care of this person.
Right.
It's your loved one. I mean, I would do it if I had to, but it can build resentment.
It takes a toll on the person.
Oh, absolutely.
It will take a toll on you
It will take a
yeah.
toll on you, especially if you have siblings or other loved ones in the family that
that don't contribute in taking care.
exactly and don't help.
Yeah.
Always arguing and
That's
making
one of the
excuses and stuff.
Family problem.
That to me is the biggest one.
Yeah.
Losing a job, as long as you have something to fall back on, like maybe you can go back home for a little while, get yourself together, straighten out, boom, and then
Yeah.
go back and hit the world.
Yeah.
But don't get stuck in the house.
Right.
To getting a new job I think or a promotion is wonderful.
Yeah.
That I look forward to. A child moving away, I could understand that. I could understand it leaving for college because now they're on their own
Right.
and they're still going to be dependent on you because they're going to come home every time
Yeah.
with a bag full of dirty clothes
Yeah.
to wash. And birth of a child, I think to me that's a blessing. But other
It's-
children
it's
can
life-changing.
can become jealous of it,
Yeah.
especially if you're an only child and then a new one comes in years afterwards. That could be resentment. Our grandmother has done that. She took care of my aunt and her daughter for her whole life. Exactly. Exactly. And she devoted that, and it caused rifts and stuff like that. But family's family,
Right.
and you just have to deal with it.
And sometimes you just got to accept that some people come to this earth with that mission.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
If
Um,
we all have a purpose in this
yeah.
world, whether we know it or not. But everything happens for a reason,
Yeah.
and God don't give you something you can't handle. Plain and simple.
Amen. Rosa says, my kids too. My
Yeah.
kids turned out well. That's awesome.
You know, and retirement, it could take a toll. It didn't take a toll on me. It was a major transition after working so many years.
I've heard that story
You know,
before from other people.
I mean, I've been working since I was 13. We've been working,
Yeah,
bagging
yeah, yeah, yeah.
groceries and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
At the supermarket and stuff. And 28 years working for transit, constantly, something you're doing and stuff like that. Fine, you got your vacations, your sick time, or whatever. But this is your job, and you're doing it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a transition.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's a good transition, sometimes it's not a good transition. My transition was that every time I woke up, I felt guilty.
Yeah.
Because a job that I've been going through for so long, but it does wear off. You don't let it get to you. Yeah. You know, and Manny loves retirement because he didn't do shit when he was working anyway.
Damn, man, he's coming for you.
Raphael G, what's up, papa? You know, and you just have to deal with it. And like I said, if you have problems, seek help.
It's
friend, family, read something.
Adulthood has different chapters.
Oh, absolutely.
That you got to deal with, and retirement is one of those chapters that kind of really takes a toll on you. You know, because you're not the only one who's told me that after retirement, people have found themselves home so bored.
Yeah.
Because they don't know what else to do with their lives.
Yeah.
You know, that's what they know. They know the work life.
Get a hobby.
You know, but eventually they get used to it.
Yeah, but what it is, I mean, it's going to be, in December, be 2 years that I retired.
2 years.
Time's going by quick. And I want to do something. I want to take a course and do some work from home.
Yeah.
You know, keep me busy.
Yeah.
Doing something. You know, I like to function. Audie knows how I am. I go, you know, I do what I got to do. I used to get up at 1 o'clock in the morning and go to sleep at 8 o'clock at night. You know,
that's crazy.
You know, Artie retired before I did, but me and Artie did the same job. We worked most of our jobs together.
Yeah.
And the punishment you take, you're out there in the pouring rain.
Yeah.
Freezing cold. Not in the snow, because once the snow starts covering the tracks, you have to get off because it's a safety issue. But the cold and the rain.
Yeah.
You know, and you got to be out there.
Yeah. Artie says, go Manny. Artie also says, same here.
Yeah.
He also says, I have my retirement too. Manny also says, I got paid extremely well for that. And Artie says, oh, yeah. I feel like I'm reading a script. And Rosa says, I'll take care of myself. Thank you. And
Oh, shit, Manny. 4 years already?
4 years at the end of this month.
4 years of nothing but vagancia.
Well, Manny, I hope you're enjoying your retirement.
Of course he is.
That sounds like.
You don't
Where does he live? Where does he live?
He's in North Carolina.
Wow. I hope the money stretches out there.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Carmen got a job, a new job. She works in a nursing home. And she just told the kids not to put me in one and leave me abandoned like the people I see there.
You're learning the hard way.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
4
You ain't
minutes
lying.
left. 4 minutes left.
Well, let's go real quick with this.
Well, thank you for tuning in with the adult issues. We're going to close out the segment with
a little funny stuff.
Well, yeah, with celebrities you never thought were Latinos.
Yes. You know who David Blaine is, the magician?
Yeah.
Guess what? He's Puerto Rican of Russian descent.
What? I never knew that.
Yes, sir. I didn't know that either until I read it.
Actress Jessica Alba, father is Mexican-American, and she says she takes pride in being Latina despite rumors to the contrary.
Yeah, there have been rumors to that. R&B singer Maxwell is the son of a Haitian mother and a Puerto Rican father.
That I knew about Maxwell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I knew that.
And you never told me?
Okay, next time he comes up. American actress Rita Hayworth started her Hollywood career as Rita Cancino. Her father, Eduardo Cancino, was from Spain.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
Baseball legend Ted Williams didn't talk much about his upbringing, so not many people knew his mother was from Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
My favorite girl, well, second to Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, has Irish roots on her mother's side. Her paternal grandfather, Francisco Roberto Núñez, emigrated from Venezuela.
She's Venezolana. She's South American.
Yes. I remember when she came up with a Spanish song.
I didn't know
job.
that. I mean, a lot of people you can sing Spanish. Go look at Orquesta de la Luz. They don't look at Spanish, but they sang it like they knew it.
Yeah.
And you have known for Wonder Woman, in the 70s, Linda Carter, was born Linda Jean Cordova Carter in
Yeah.
Phoenix. Her mother, the former Juana Cordova, is from Chihuahua, Mexico.
That's deep.
That I didn't know.
Nicole Snooki Polizzi, the Jersey Shore star, was born in Chile and was later adopted by Italian American parents.
Yeah, that I didn't know. Some people say, yeah, I knew that. I said, coño, where the hell I've been? And you have Tatiana Ali. You probably know her as Ashley from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Right.
She's Panamanian.
I didn't know that.
Her mother was Panamanian. Her father was from Trinidad.
Yeah.
So she's Trinamanian.
She's trying to. Okay. I'm not going to pronounce that. Vanna White's biological father, Miguel Ángel Rossi,
Rosich, I've been trying to figure that out,
Rosich.
but
was born in Ponce, Puerto
Ponceño.
Rico.
Yep.
Making
Ponce-
Vanna Boricua.
right. But there's been a serious controversy because she's denied it for so
Right.
many years.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, guys, we gotta go.
We gotta go. We got 1 minute left. Anyway, guys, this has been a good segment. Thank you for joining us. My name is Javier Luis.
I'm Johnny Boricua Prince Dones, fresh from Florida.
Yes, and thank you for joining us in El Latino Rudio. We'll see you guys next Wednesday, 6 p.m.
Yes.
Enjoy your week and your weekend.
Be there or be square.
Por amor, soy de ti y seré